Welcome back, everyone. Have you ever found yourself divided between staying true to your own inner values or standards and conforming to external standards? The model of the Inner Scorecard can help us to not compromise our own inner standards. In exploring the Inner Scorecard concept, we will look at the perspectives of figures such as Warren Buffett, who is credited with the origin of this concept, alongside insights from Naval Ravikant and Stoic philosophers. The Inner Scorecard represents a person's internal values, judgment, or standards of, for example, their own success, while the Outer Scorecard refers to external validation or measures of success imposed by others. Warren Buffett beautifully explains the difference between the Inner Scorecard and the Outer Scorecard. I always pose it this way. I say, would you rather be the world's greatest lover, but have everyone think you are the world's worst lover? Or would you rather be the world's worst lover, but having everyone think you are the world's greatest lover? Now that's an interesting question, by Warren Buffett. He goes on, you always want to consider your inner scorecard, how you feel about your own performance and success. You should worry more about how well you perform, rather than how well the rest of the world perceives your performance, by Warren Buffett. What brings it for us if we do something for outside approval, but at the same time we hate ourselves for doing it? Interesting to see him saying that first we should be concerned of our own judgment and perceptions of our own performance. The external perception or judgment of our performance should come second. 2 points to keep in mind. First, the Inner Scorecard is a model, a simplification of reality. In reality, it's not 0 or 1. Second, in combination with 1, we are social animals. It is not black or white, not 100% only Inner Scorecard. It's on a spectrum, something in between. This video wants to show the importance of not neglecting the Inner Scorecard and the importance of being aware of it. A problem arises when our own inner values tell us to go in direction A, while on the other side, the external expectations tell us to go in direction B. Choosing option B can hurt our self-respect. Without self-respect, we are pretty much fragile. Following an inner scorecard can give us self-respect because we are following and standing behind our own values and don't compromise them. The optimal solution is being independent and upright while remaining a social animal is to seek first your own self-respect and secondarily and conditionally that of others, provided your external image does not conflict with your own self-respect. Most people get it backward and seek the admiration of the collective and something called a good reputation at the expense of self-worth for others, the too infrequent conflict under modernity, by Nassim Taleb. Considering here Shane Parrish from the fantastic blog Farnam Street, who introduces here a mental trick. The little mental trick is to remember that success, money, fame and beauty, all the things we pursue, are merely the numerator. If the denominator, shame, regret, unhappiness, loneliness, is too large, our life satisfaction score ends up being tiny, worthless, even if we have all that good stuff, by Shane Parrish. Let's say we got all outer success, 10 out of 10, in the numerator, but our inner life is extremely bad, which makes the denominator also a 10 out of 10. Then we got 10 divided by 10 equals 1. Being careful of the denominator is important. By having and following an inner scorecard, we are more likely to keep that denominator small. There is, at least I would say, no formal way to build an inner scorecard. What certainly helps is to sit down and write down our own values and standards after which we want to live. At least that's how I did it. Of course, we copy those standards from people living or dead. There are thousands or 10,000 or 100,000, I don't know how many standards out there to live by. But we have to choose our own unique set. Some standards will stay with us for our whole life. Some are probably changing as we grow older. The important point is to put them into action and also to not violate them. In the book The Almanack of Naval Ravikant, Naval Ravikant writes, socially, we are told, go work out, go look good. That's a multiplayer competitive game. Other people can see if I'm doing a good job or not. We are told, go make money, go buy a big house. Again, external multiplayer competitive game. Training yourself to be happy is completely internal. There's no external progress, no external validation. You are competing against yourself. It is a single-player game by Naval Ravikant. According to Naval Ravikant, we play two games, the single-player game and the multiplayer game. He talks about examples which lay more in the domain of the multiplayer game. For example, to look good, to make a lot of money, to buy a bigger house. Those things, so to speak, other people can see and can measure. They can measure our progress. On the other side, to be happy, to grow our character, to be a good human. Those things, so to speak, others can't see and can't measure. Only we can see them and measure them by ourselves. All the real scorecards are internal, by Naval Ravikant. In Stoic philosophy, living according to one's own virtues, such as wisdom, justice, self-discipline, and courage, is prioritized over seeking external validation. If you're ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. If you need a witness, be your own, by Epictetus. When we lose our integrity, what else is left of us? Without a guiding compass, without our inner values, we are like a ball who is pushed around by external expectations and standards. Stoicism can help us to focus on what we can control and what we cannot. Opinions of others are clearly not in our control and should therefore not concern us. Some more words now by author and modern Stoic Ryan Holiday, who talks about the Stoic and Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Eventually, he, Marcus Aurelius, realized that he couldn't pay attention to any of it. He had to hold himself to his own standard, an inner scorecard, and ignore everything else. The clapping was meaningless, the boos were too. What mattered was his own integrity. He had to be his own witness. By Ryan Holiday. Imagine being our own judge, being driven by our own internal values and standards. That doesn't mean to fully ignore the external standards. We are social animals in the end and live with others. It means more to find a balance between the inner and outer expectations. The people we looked at today would probably or are recommending to weigh the inner standards much higher. I think so too. But in the end, every one of us has to decide this for themselves. Thank you so much for watching this video today. And as always, I wish you a fantastic day.